Yo there guys, what's crack lacking? First thing I want to say is that I apologise for making this video so long. I'm making this video for you because I just want to explain to you exactly what's going on right now, what our training's going to be looking like now, what it can look like going forward in the future, and let you know exactly where my head's at. The other thing I want to apologise for is that I couldn't be 100% clear about everything throughout February. Obviously I had some of my own health crisis towards like the start of the month. That went on for a little while. I've had like a background change of work going on, and also I've had some people try and get on board for my future plans that are kind of muddied the waters of my thought process a little bit, and it was a bit hard for me to give a fully direct message. But I can only apologise for it, and as I said, making this video for you is right now to try and give you full clarity on the situation going forward. So the first thing I do want to explain is like why it is that I've left Raise the Bar, just to get it out there and be touched over again. I've spoke to you all about this kind of stuff, but just to make it super clear, the reason why I've left Raise the Bar is because I'm looking to start up a new business that is a rehabilitation-based boot camp for people in driving-based professions. It's going to be awesome, but it's a super passion project of mine. I've been sleeping on the idea for a couple of years now, and I did try and get it started before COVID happened, but then COVID happened. And basically, this is a vision for me that I'm looking at going really far with. I'm looking to try and have a couple of boot camps. I'm looking at ideally getting it franchised, having a small gym, and creating an app that hopefully becomes some kind of global product. Like I really want to try and go for it with this. It's a big life ambition of mine. And it also means a lot to me because my actual future lifestyle is designed around this, like mine and Emily's future life, how it is that we want to live it, especially when we look at having a family and stuff like that. Like it's quite forward thinking, but this business model takes into account all that. And because of that, it's like right up there at the very top of my priority list. And because of that, it's part of the reason why I left Raise the Bar. I needed to decrease the amount of clients that I had. I can't keep doing the one-to-one as a regular business forever. I can still give you a service, which is what we're going to be getting into. But yeah, I had to cut down on the number of clients that I had. And the main people who I cut down with were people who could basically have their issues like mentored still by another person, or they're a bit more comfortable to just go independent, and so on and so forth. And the people who, I'm sending this video to right now, you people where we have like really good working relationships together. There might be specific things that we're working on your sessions that you need me as a PT for that aren't as easy to come by with other trainers. And I just wanted to let you know that, there is still some help there that I'm able to offer everyone. It's just not quite as extensive as it used to be. Well, it's extensive in different ways, but I'm here to try and make clear this kind of thing and let you know what services that I can give you, and that I just can't overextend myself for the service that I can give. Now, I do just want to make this clear as well, guys. I love the bonesies, so I wouldn't be offering this to you if I thought it was going to screw you over, or if I thought it was going to screw me over. I think this is going to be a real benefit towards you, which is why the card's on the table for it, and I also think it's going to be quite time efficient towards me. So on both sides, we're going to be winning with this one. How things could be looking going forwards is, as I said, a hybrid online training approach. You do a session with me or your consultation or something like that, and you also have the app as well for your other training sessions that you're going to be doing. Inside the app, if you need a little list of the benefits again, the app has full tutorials for every single exercise that you're going to do. So if you need to reference technique with anything, it's going to be in there. And the library will be fully just me sometime soon as well. So yeah, that'll only get better and better as time goes by. You can track your training. So your training, when you go into a training session, it'll always show you what you did in the previous session. So you know what targets it is that you've got for moving forward. And I'll be teaching you a lot about the principles of aggressive overload and different ways that you can plan your training so that you know like what kind of rep schemes it is that you can work with and how you're going to progress your workouts for forever and forever. It allows you to sync your MyFitnessPal with it. So if you're tracking your calories, this just allows me to see what you're getting up to. It doesn't let me see all the food lists, but it does let me see the calories themselves. And that's obviously just still handy as well if you want that extra accountability for your food for a while, or you need someone to go over your macros and let you know if you're doing well. It can get your steps synced into it as well, like whether it is that you track them through a watch, whether it is that you track them through your phone, it can sync them into the app. It's got a habit tracker inside there as well, so if there's specific habits that you're looking at improving at, we can use the habit tracker and we can schedule alerts and stuff like that as well, just to remind you to do the important stuff. Again, you can schedule different kind of training days inside your calendar on it as well. So let's say like you've got a couple of training days to do, but maybe you want to go for a run, you got to do some run or something like that. You can get it scheduled into the calendar for when it is that you know that you need to do it. And then when the day comes, the app is going to let you know that you need to do that. So it's just nice having an extra little robot saying, hey, do the stuff. And lets me know if you're sticking to your shit as well. And the other little thing that we'll have going on is that I'll invite all the people who are still doing one-to-one stuff inside a little group as well. So there'll only be a couple of yous. But yeah, it just allows us to have a little bit more community support there. We can just have a little gabber if you want. I'm quite relaxed about things right now. But it just means as well that whenever I'm making any new video content for you, I can always get it there. And if you have any questions or anything like that, like I can answer everyone through the one group thing and benefits everyone in one go. I'm trying to, get the information experience to maximize everyone as much as I can do at all times. Now, the thing is that the other benefits that you're going to get when I'm going forward, what I'm looking to do for the groups that I'm going to be having going forward, like these boot camps, is they're going to be getting a pretty extensive video exercise. They're going to be getting a pretty extensive video library. We're going to be doing things like going over rehabilitation education. So they're going to know why it is that we're doing all the exercises that we're doing, not just, oh, it trains this muscle, but they'll know why we picked that exercise in specific. So if we're doing any kind of, movement for the rotator cuff, why we're picking this one movement over another, and so on and so forth. The nutrition is going to be pretty good content for them. It's going to be informative, but it's going to be simple. It's not going to be super, super complex. I'm not looking at making this a weight loss focused boot camp. I'm looking at making a movement focused boot camp, but there will be a nutritional emphasis still inside it. And also going to be doing a ton of mindset stuff as well, like particularly in areas of just reflection and prioritizing a sense of responsibility. If there's any anxious issues anyone has to work through, I want to be able to give these guys the tools to work with it. I just want to give everyone the kind of tools that they need to be able to address their own mental barriers and to be able to grow forward and still get to all the goals from there, but mainly messages of responsibility. And then, of course, like when we come down, there's just going to be a ton more training stuff. Like I've got to basically record a lot of the movements that I'm going to be doing with these guys through the app. It just means that it gives me this purpose to have a much more extensive library of movements, and that's going to carry on to the stuff that you guys do as well, especially because virtually all of these benefit from the same kind of training right now. Even though these all have slightly different goals, we all have pretty complementary movements that carry across everyone right now. So yeah, and of course, if you are going for this hybrid approach, then you still get that in-person time with me. So you get your in-person training session, which can still be at the same times that it always has been on Friday. And that is obviously just good to be able to go over that further technique emphasis, or if you just want to go through consultation sessions so we can review what your week was like, look at your struggles, look at your wins, see what it is that we can learn from that week, see what it is that we can plan going forward, and then I can keep you accountable the following week about whether it is that you stuck to all that stuff or not. So yeah, for all that service, like I'm looking at charging everyone a flat rate of £100 per month, and that's just going to be it. I was going to make it a little tiny bit more, but I'm like, no, £100 per month, let's do that for everyone, that's going forward. But this month I will be taking a week to go into Dubai. I've only just recently had the tickets and stuff confirmed for this kind of thing, so I'm sorry I couldn't let everyone know a little bit sooner about that. But I'm going to be going to Dubai from March the 14th to the 21st. I'm going away on a business trip. So yeah, there will be 1 week that I'm not here, but again, that's good practice to be able to get all this stuff underway and get hammering the app if you haven't already. So yeah, the next week is getting everyone set up and just a routine for everything. So if there's any kind of new workout stuff that you might need, if you're going to be training in a different gym or something like that, then we can all get that kind of stuff sorted out. And if you have any questions at all, pop us a little message and let us know. Last thing I do want to say is do not feel pressure to do this, guys, if you do not want to do it. Like, bear in mind, PT stuff is not going to be my main jam. I'm looking at giving you a good service if you want to come into it, but it's not going to be my main jam. I'm not going to be super offended, and besides, I always support and love you, whatever it is that you want to get after in life anyway, and I always appreciate anyone who wants to get that bit more independence. Love and peace, all that kind of stuff. Pop us a little message when you watch this thing, let us know if you're not going forward, and I will catch us all soon. Mwah.